Are you tired of scrolling through all the Instagram filters to find the one you want to use? We're going to show you some time-saving tips in this video to help you organize your Instagram filters for the feed, stories, and reels to keep your feed looking fresh and on brand. Instagram filters are pretty much what made Instagram popular back in the day. And while Instagram has evolved over the last number of years, filters are still a key editing tool within the platform. They can quickly set a specific style and tone to your posts and create visual cohesion and style for your brand. You might not use filters now, or you may only use a few of them because many are too intense, but be sure to stick around until the end where I'll show you how to easily change the intensity of the filters you use. Let's look first at feed posts and using filters on those. After that, we'll talk about Instagram stories and reels filters. Whether you upload a photo or video to Instagram, you'll get the same options for filters. These filter options are the first editing page you encounter after you select an image or video to upload. You can swipe left on the list of filters to see all the options available to you. But did you know that you can edit the arrangement of these filters and even find more filters that you can use? If you scroll all the way to the right of the list of filters, you'll see an option to manage. Tap that box and the whole list of available filters will appear. If a filter has a check mark next to it, it is listed in the filter selection screen. Here's where you can start formatting how your filters are organized. If there are filters you don't like and don't use, simply tap the check mark to deselect the filter. This will remove it from your list of filters to use. Additionally, you'll notice there are a number of filters listed that are not checked. Tap on any of those to select them and add them to the list of visible filters. But you can take your filter organization one step further and rearrange how the filters appear. You can tap on the two lines to the left of the filter preview and drag the filter to any orientation you like. You can only move one filter at a time, and I recommend putting the 2 or 3 you use most often at the top of the list. When you're done organizing your filters, tap on the check mark in the top left of the screen to save your changes and return to the editing page. Once you've done this, Instagram will remember your settings and the filters will appear in the same orientation every time you log in. If you are uploading a carousel post to Instagram, the filter screen is the first page you visit after selecting your photos or videos to upload. Here, you'll notice the filter preview is blurry. This is how Instagram differentiates that you're setting filters for all posts versus a single post. If you want to apply one filter to all the images or videos in the set, tap on the filter of your choice and it will be applied to each piece of content. If you'd rather select filters for each photo or video individually, tap on the content to edit, select the filter of your choice. You can also complete other edits at this point for that image or video as well, like saturation and brightness. Then tap Done to return to the carousel selection and tap on the next image or video to select the filter and edits for that piece of content. Continue until you're done editing and tap Next. So now, let's talk about Stories filters. When you add a photo or video to Stories, you are taken to the editing screen where you can add stickers and doodles and more. This is also where you can add filters to your post. Simply swipe left or right across the screen to access a variety of filters. As you scroll, you'll see the name of each filter appear on the screen. Unlike feed posts, you cannot edit or organize these story filters. You just have to scroll through to find the one you want. And what about Reels? Reels videos have 2 types of filters available to you. Before you film a clip for a reel, you can select an effect from the left navigation. This opens up a series of filters or effects along the bottom of the screen next to the shutter button. Scroll left or right through those effects to choose the effect or overlay to add to your clip. It's important to note that you have to select these effects prior to filming each and every clip for your video. Once you're done filming all of the clips for the reel, you move to the editing screen that looks nearly identical to Stories. And this is where you can add additional filters to your entire video. These filters are the exact same ones available in Instagram Stories. Swipe left or right just as you would in a story to select the filter of your choice to add to the reel. So now that you know how and where to access all of these filters, let's talk about a few tips to help you use them strategically for your brand, whether in feed posts or stories. First, make sure you pick filters that align with your brand tone and style. For example, if you're a vintage furniture company, you could pick filters that offer a slight yellow tint and a less saturated tone to give a more antique look to your content. Or if you're an ultra-modern brand, think about filters that use a blue undertone with a high level of brightness. You also want to pick filters that accentuate your content. Typically, when sharing posts about food, you'll want filters with high saturations and deeper contrasts. It'll make the food look more appetizing. In contrast, if you're a brand focused on relaxation, you might want more demure colors and saturation that emulate a feeling of calm. Second, I recommend you pick 2 to 3 filters that fit your brand style and stick to those. If you're constantly alternating your filters, your content begins to look disjointed. Instead, by using a couple similar filters, your content becomes cohesive in the feed and even creates a subconscious alignment with your brand so that when people see posts in that style, they immediately connect it to your brand. You might decide not to use certain filters because they're just a little too extra, they're too intense, or alter your image too much. I get it, and that's why I never use a filter at full intensity. As promised, here is my final bonus tip. When you select a filter for your post, tap the filter again to get the intensity slider from 0 to 100. Simply drag the slider towards the 0 to reduce the intensity of the filter. This way, you can get the enhancement you want on the image or video, but to the degree you think is best. Filters are one of the ways you can keep your posts on brand and creative. Click here to see a ton of other ways you can create more creative stories posts. And click here to learn more about growing on Instagram. We'll see you over there.